Office of the Government Chief Whip and Lead of Government Business, we have a mandate, and this mandate has been told by the whips. We have 18 regional whips, and their mandate is to whip members to attend plenary, but also to look so much and monitor government projects that they pass the budget, that they're yet to pass, and the government assurances. So this is our second workshop. We held such a workshop in 2022, and now this is the second one, and we are yet to go to other regions in the north, central, and west to have a similar kind of workshop. The workshop is yielding a lot, as you can see. Issues are coming out on issues concerning parish model, issues concerning social services, infrastructure. How do stakeholders know what Parliament has passed? How do these issues, how are they handled at district levels? We have had so many engagements. We have had the stakeholders themselves. They have appreciated and they have called for more workshops like this so that they can engage, so that for easy service delivery to go to the people, for intention to go to the people. But as you see, it has called for, it has made us yearn to interact further so that we can be able to coordinate government business well. Because one of the biggest mandates of my office in Parliament is to coordinate government business. And we cannot coordinate this government business, yet we don't know what really takes place deep down in the grassroots. File all these questions. We are now going to follow them through MDAs. We are going to follow them through MDAs, and it will be tabled in Parliament to see the actuality, the issues that have been handled, issues which have not been handled, as to why they have not been handled, so that the coordination is effective and people get the service delivered. Inform the Prime Minister about it, because we are here to coordinate and see that government assurances have been handled. When we come back to Parliament, what are we answering? All these issues go back to how we handle issues under Prime Minister's question time, and we have really put in a lot. But this workshop has shown us that we need to interact much more with the stakeholders, so that we all know how we are coordinating. Our workshop through it's a mandated workshop through our action taken plans that we have as a department to interact further, and because we have regional whips. So here when we come, we have collected all the eastern regional whips. We have 18 of them. So in this, they have also realized that stakeholders are yearning for information, but they are also looking for service delivery. At the end of the day, we look for service delivery. Is the intended money taken back to the people, and how have we handled it at that point? Plan for them. So we always plan per quarter. We can have one engagement if the budget permits. But we shall see that we try to consolidate with the resources we have to see that we reach to the end users.
In the military, they talk about the commander's intent. And the commander's intent is normally communicated to the other lower commanders. So when you hear a commander like Obua speaking, I am communicating through the chain of command, the intent of the commander. And the commander came out during the State of the Nation address and said, I now have proof. That is how the military communicates. That is why Uganda is still stable. I was identified by President Museveni, a very young man. I'm his student now for 20 years. From 2004, when I was a youth leader. I am his student now. I was silent. The process was going on. But when we also got signal, we saluted, permission to carry on, communicate. I did so. Even those who signed before, I don't think you should really, but the modus operandi, uncoordinated movement of troops is very dangerous. I'm now speaking as a member of the Amuka. Very, very dangerous. The commander is telling you, here we are going diagonal. For you want to go. No. Be finished. The whole troops will be finished. or you will end up suffering from friendly fire. Before you realize, you have killed your own fellow comrade in the battle. More may. Absolutely. And when we talk about corruption, I want to say this. There are things that we are unearthing which did not even take place in this parliament. For instance, the over 270 billion of monies in cooperatives. Was it appropriated by this parliament? No. Wasn't it unearthed by this parliament? Yes. Wasn't it unearthed by a committee chaired by a member of the National Resistance Movement? Yes. So, I want to really say that there are things that we do. Maybe our biggest challenge is what makes news in Uganda. Of monies of cooperatives. It was unearthed by this parliament, by a committee chaired by a member of NRM. And it is our report that is being used by both the anti-corruption of State House and IGG, including CID. Because it was more detailed, including Bugisu, including Lango, where I come from. Many places, Teso, Ushinyi, that was Bukidi, that was unearthed. You can imagine that. And that one also wait. Action will also be taken. So when we guide, we are not saying we are not fighting corruption, but we want to avoid what in the military is called uncoordinated movement of troops. All of you, the participants, in your meeting will take a center stage in the party discussions and that of government, both in parliament and in cabinet. At this point in time now,
ekyo kintu tubaire tukyekunga kuva mu tenisi parliament anti nze enoniye etamu yange eyokubiri twekungira ine kintu ekyo kya affirmative action nendowooza olw'obunafu bwaiswe abakulembeze ekikintu nandi tukinegotiatingire kusa okunegotiatinga niyenikomo aba mu Western Uganda muli Nokyayi muli ne Mwanyi muli ne tourism roads kaisisa babukedi tuli naniki lwakite tulete balance enani eryato teri balansinga kusa awo niye gye tubaire n'olunafu okonkona ine gavumenti nti enwena balance abeewo oba badi bali Nokyayi ne Mwanyi enu tuleete niki cashew nuts ne macadamia. Now several districts from the initial districts that form the Bukedi, and it takes a lot of how can I call it, foresight mindset for the leaders themselves to accept to be united, for one to play that uniting factor. Yeah. Okay.